Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Browns going up against the 49ers.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Coleman, the man in motion left. Kaiser on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. To throw is Kaiser. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Kaiser now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Coleman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. They try the left side with Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 10 more there and another first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
From the red zone now, Kaiser. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku from 4 yards out. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he's got some physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter, even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy is covering you. He's usually pretty good, too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Garoppolo now. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go now. Detroit!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Out to the flat for Hyde. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they're likely force a field goal attempt.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. To the right side and complete to Njoku. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. taken in at the 22. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Green 39! Green 39!
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Hey, partner, I want to sidestep for a second. Week 15, Raiders-Cowboys. I know you saw that crazy 1st down measurement. Very, very controversial.
Look, it didn't pass the eye test, and what I mean by that is when they put the ball down and brought the chains out, you couldn't just look at it and say 1st down or not. Ball's, you know, the nose of the ball is over. I mean, you had everyone eyeing it, looking at it. It's about making sure the posts are directly at 90 degrees. Do you need a leveler out there? I mean, everything was going on in the discussion. And finally, Gene Steratore, the referee, pulls an index card out of his back pocket to slide it between the football and the marker and signals 1st down. Now, we haven't seen that.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Now let's go! Back there to that Philly! Leopard!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And Garrett Selleck here on the completion. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Detroit!
And yet again it's Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Garrett Selleck, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eli Harold coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7.
Here we go.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Second down, Kaiser. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Detroit!
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. Garoppolo to throw on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Garoppolo. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Well, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going underneath for Crowell. And he'll get this out to the 30-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. First down now, but that clock rolling.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So that pass goes awry, but to make a quick pivot, before the game, you and I were going through the list of 1,000-yard receivers this year. Some familiar names, yes, but a couple that are back on the list and then a fresh face.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Now, you mentioned guys that we're used to. Antonio Brown, well over 1,000 yards again, no surprise there. Gronk, he gets it done. You know, let's face it, he's one of the toughest matchups in the league. But Michael Thomas with the New Orleans Saints, really nice rookie season 2016. He made it legit this year, going over 1,000 yards. And then you look at Keenan Allen and DeAndre Hopkins. Welcome back to the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Bengal, Leon Hall. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. To throw is Kaiser. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one. And you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kwan Williams. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here's Kaiser. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Come on, let's go.
A first down throw for Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Let's go.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. From the gun, Kaiser. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Let's go. What? Let's round. Let's round. Let's round. Let's round.
They'll throw again. Kaiser going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins, 29 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
High. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 32 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Throw left side complete. It's Higgins. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by APACHEakaElo Witherspoon. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Christian Kirksey able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And now a first down following that long gain.
Now let's go. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, Kaiser. Over the middle to catch by Coleman. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Well, Charles, we've talked about controversial rules a lot this year, but in that Cowboys-Raiders game, Derek Carr going in to try to win the game, fumbled through the end zone. Of course, that's a touchback. The other team gets it. Is that a rule that you like? What do you think?
Listen, I'm actually for the rule staying as it is. And for Derek Carr, the unfortunate part was when he fumbled the football, right? Pylon is the problem.
Yeah.
Because when you hit the pylon now and you don't have control of the ball, now you're through the end zone. If he fumbles the ball, doesn't hit the pylon, it's out of bounds at that spot. And if you have downs left, it's still your football. So it's risk-reward, just bad luck in some cases about where the ball actually ends up and what it hits on its way out. So I don't want to reward the offense anymore and give them extra opportunities. The ball comes out of his hands, hits the pylon, reward the defense. You have to cause a fumble.
Yeah, it's just such a big week with the ruling catch, no catch, Pittsburgh, New England, and that play. And that was a big game for both of those teams.
It certainly was. And you're talking about week 15 of the NFL season in 2017. You're exactly right. We'll look back at a couple of rulings that may have altered some teams' opportunities to make the playoffs.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Back round!
To the air again, Kaiser. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Browns get a score closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't
All
you?
about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Ten yards still left on second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. To the right side. Caught by Saleh. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Here we go.
First down, Kaiser. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Garoppolo to try again on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And it's caught by Saleh. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And tough starting field position here. Kaiser on first down. Solomon Thomas in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Second down, Kaiser. And he's out of bounds up past the 15-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Eli Harold in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Garrett Selleck, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And his kick is good. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be.
And now here is another interception. Reuben Foster picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On first down, Garoppolo. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Carl Nassib in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. The 40. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eli Harold able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Guys are now on 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Browns on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Kaiser. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Over! All right, here we go. Blue, landing.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Christian Kirksey in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. DeForest Buckner in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Come on, let's go.
From the red zone now, Kaiser. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon from 17 yards out. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that's...